Pete, to focus on you for a second, how do companies decide, what cloud runs their applications the best, or whether it's Amazon or whether it's Azure? How do they make the decision? Because the clouds really aren't apples-to-apples comparisons.
No, not only are they not apples to apples, as Greg said a minute ago, it's constantly changing. If you think about just what's happened in the last 6 months, right at about the time we had the last OpenStack Summit, we're about to have the next one here next week. Rackspace announced a new set of instance types based on Ivy Bridge processors. A month later, Amazon did the same thing. A couple weeks ago, Google drops prices. The next day, Amazon drops prices.
Right.
So this idea of price, first of all, price and performance are pretty lockstep in terms of most workloads have some component of both that help you define whatever best is in your mind. Some rely on throughput, some rely on just bare bones, how much does it cost to have me run this server, but it's usually some combination of those two. So we tend to think that at CliQr that performance goes lockstep with price. And it's a key part of our tool set to help you run benchmarks of your applications very easily across multiple clouds, so you can detect when that change happens and how big of a change is it. Is it a big enough change that would necessitate me moving a workload from one cloud to another? And using this benchmarking feature, you can even determine, I might not go all in on one public cloud even. I might find that one public cloud does, say, Hadoop queries faster than another cloud that does really well for high CPU, like image rendering, or maybe the third cloud does web applications better. Because these things are all architected differently, and they're still going on in this price war, and they still introduce all these new instance types. Whatever answer it is you come up with, what's the best cloud for my app, you're going to have a different answer for different apps. And whatever answer you come up with, it's going to change every 3 to 6 months. So we think it's pretty important to any cloud management platform like what we offer to not only allow the portability of deploying applications on multiple clouds and being able to migrate them easily between the clouds, but also to be able to run these tests so that you can detect when the landscape has changed enough that it warrants you making a change.